Degraded landscape and poor agricultural practices along the highlands of Kigezi, Rwenzori and Elgon are increasingly damaging the watersheds in these regions. Characterized by increasing landslides, uncontrollable soil erosion and land fragmentation, communities here are in despair over poor crop yields, poor market structures which are rendering them in abject poverty. The Integrated Seed and Sector Development Uganda, in partnership with Wageningen Environment Research with funding from the Embassy of the Kingdom of Netherlands in Kampala, is implementing the Commonground project.
High population pressure, poor farming practices coupled with climate change continue to devastate watersheds of Kigezi, Rwenzori and Elgon mountainous slopes. The communities have exerted pressure on the land in search for farmland for growing crops and rearing animals, causing severe degradation of landscape, leading to low agricultural output, decreasing biodiversity and inefficiency in functioning of the ecosystem.
Population is very high. The population density is very high, over 1,000 persons per square kilometer. And our population growth rate is 4.5% per annum, one of the highest in the country and in the world. The average families is from 6 to 10. That is the average size of the families. So the population, the area is overpopulated, and much as the number of people are increasing. The soil, the land is limited. It's not expanding. So as a result, we are mounting a lot of pressure on our environment. Basically,
now when you come to agriculture and how they reap from agriculture, we cannot say they are getting much more from what they dig, because here land is too small for each household. You find they have cut it to pieces, so land is fragmented.
Here, indiscriminate human activity on the land is causing landslides, mudslides and soil erosion, including the loss of human life.
A number of tree species have disappeared due to the need that people have for them. People have cut down the trees, and most of these hills, if you can see, they are very bare. The water sources are no longer clean in the rivers that are here, in the streams, in the wetland, because of the contribution that comes from...
In those farming systems, we have very many challenges which is facing our people. Challenge number one, the mindset of our people. Because we can have money, we can have extension officers, but when the mind of a person is not set, is not built.
The Commonground project aims at restoring resilience of highland farming communities which are undergoing degradation threats through to high population pressure.
At the community level, we focus very much on restoration, and that's because we're on the steep slopes, so we have big problems with erosion. Some of the areas we work in, there's more than 100 tons of soil lost per year, per hectare, which is very high. If that is not reduced significantly, some of these areas they cannot be farmed in maybe 10 or 20 years. So it's really important that we do something about that.
Under the Commonground project, communities converge using the participatory integrated plan approach that emphasizes bottom-up sustainable development. The project empowers smallholder farmers to become self-reliant, to farm and manage the land in balance with nature.
On this approach, we work with communities or households to develop visions and also aspirations on where they want to be in the future, let's say about 2 to 3 years. So we work with them to plan, and we engage them in the planning process. They develop, for example, their current situation. They also design their future situation.
With the target of 150,000 households, the 4-year project is beginning to show more light in just a year of implementation.
Nimbazaho ebyemisomo ya Commonground obyizire ine byatwegesezeho kandi ebinyakutufoire kike kituli saha zino yakasanga ntaine nkekina kya kasasiro bitu hati nkitungire akatandara kunkabantakaine nakatekaho
then kutwamara twija twayega twaleba ebyamanyuwa biri kwija biratubera bice twatandikaho project yo kujya katugume tushikirane icyo nkaba member tuboneho wakame zituherezege manyuwa twatandika mbwe nukuhinga je turahinzisa manyuwa.
So they now know that they are not supposed to dig up to where the road is or up to the middle of the road like they used to. They know that trenches will somehow control soil erosion or even completely control soil erosion.
Works towards restoring upstream biodiversity, supporting watershed management led by motivated local stakeholders at the community through the local government structures, no doubt is in light step to improving biodiversity and restoring watersheds.